actually removing it from the input stream. So if we have the case in integer, and I'm going to get in, and then we'll just output it very quickly so we can see what the result is. Do gnet make example 1. So when I type in 5, I get 5. However, if I type in test, we'll get a data error because obviously I typed in the wrong piece of information. And in one of the previous mini lectures, we saw how this is entirely can be solved with using exceptions. So with look ahead, we have a completely different option with this. So by using look ahead, we're able to tell what is in the input stream. Now look ahead takes two particular parameters, and one of them is a boolean that says, oh, we reached the end of a line, and then obviously we have to see which particular character we're going to get. So if I do a look ahead, C:(EOL), this will tell me what character and whether or not I'm going to reach the end of the line. So instead of just using this get, let's just output this character that we're wanting to look at. So look ahead is undefined, so that means we have to go find the correct include, which I believe is ada.characters.handling. Let's see if this is the right one. Or is it look_ahead? Okay. Forgot the underscore on that. Apologies. So now, whether or not I type in a 5 or a hello world or 541, it tells us which particular character we're about to read in. And what this allows us to do is to use something to figure out what we're going to be reading with and be able to handle it. So if I use the function isDigit, which is included in the characters handling include above, then this is when we would get an integer input. Otherwise, well, let's just have a string, 15 characters, called text, and then so with this simple if statement, I can output whatever I read in to the program. So this is a very useful tool for allowing us to have slightly more control over whatever particular input we are working with. So, for example, I can type in 567 and it reads it in as this, or I can type in hello world and it will read in and work with this, or I can type in hello and it will work. So it doesn't output any extra spaces due to the array slice that I used here. So the look ahead is a very useful tool when you are trying to parse and work with input in Ada. So one particular example where this might be useful is if you have an input file format where you have read in a particular value and then the next value is either text or a number. And if it's a number, then you have this particular type of input. If it's text, you have a completely different part or way of parsing the input. And look ahead gives you one particular option for handling this. It's not required, obviously, because you could just go through and read the entire line as a string and then parse pieces out of the string to handle the input in that manner. Or if you wanted to figure out and only read the correct information in the correct format, then you could use look ahead. And obviously, in this case, I'm ignoring end of line, which may or may not be a good thing. But it's just one particular example on how this works. So this is a brief look at the look ahead in Ada.